No, you will perish. Enjoy this moment.
Time for a
I
change of
certainly am.
Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video here today. And today we are going over my infinite crit Harlowe build. This gun is really fun. This is one of the new guns from the new DLC. So we are going to go over the guns first. So we are using the Roaring Rowdy Rider for mobbing. It is a lot of fun. It can ricochet +2 projectiles on a critical ricochet. So it can ricochet +2 projectiles on your critical when it to ricochet. And then we are using the Queen's Rest. We have a Jacob's Part, Ripper Mag, and a Torgue Sticky Laces. Now I was trying to get the 17% version, but I was having no luck. This was the best version that we could get. Was the 10% with the Ripper, because you're really looking for that Ripper Mag, so it's fully automatic. And you're also really looking for those Torque Stickies because they're really good. And then we are using the Hellwalker. The Lumen Hellwalker has a 58% critical hit chance. In this game, this gun is absolutely a beast and it melts saw. And then we are using the Ceramic Bod, which counts as a shotgun, assault rifle, sniper rifle, pistol, and SMG. And it has Torque Stickies on it, which is also very necessary. Then we are using a standard triple bypass. The rep kit has 3 charges and 37% replenish charge on kill. And on this one, our overshield on use rather than healing grants overshield equals the rep kit's initial heal amount. So this overshield is really nice, beneficial to this build. When we're using the bolted lightning, which we're only using this for the Deadeye, really. We're not really using it at all. It can do some damage though. So if you do want to use it, it does work. But we're really mostly not using this. But this is for mostly the Deadeye. And then we are using the relative physics cactus, which puts 5 points in decoherence and 2 points in Harlow's certainly principle. It gives us 20% more damage dealt, 60% melee damage, and 45% more ordnance damage. The only nice thing about this is the 20% damage dealt. And then we are using the watch for dinner, which we have siphon on it. I would really like a triple siphon roll. But this works for now. I really recommend a shield with siphon on it. And we are using 1 airstrike on this. And then we are using a Torgue enchantment, which personally, we're only using this for the gun damage increases. This gives me a 25% gun damage increase, a shotgun damage increase by 38%, and a gun critical hit damage by 50%, which is really nice because it boosts our bot like crazy. And it also boosts our Hellwalker like crazy because it all goes towards the Hellwalker with the shotgun. So very nice. And then our, Queen's Rest gets a nice boost, and this gets a nice boost from the other two. And then we're gonna go over the skill tree. So for the skill tree, we are using all green tree. Here we have 5 points into momentum, which gives us extra critical hit damage. And you have 5 points in neutron decay. And then you put 3 points in creative overflow, 5 points in decoherence, 4 points in latent charge. Then we got 4 points in gamma ray burst. And then we put 1 point in Harlowe's certainly principle. 5 points in critical funding, because when you hit critical hits, it has a chance of adding 5 ammo on critical hit. And then we put 5 points into meltdown, which Harlowe critical hits will with the guns deal bonus radiation damage of 40% damage dealt. And then we put 5 points into exceeded state, which gives us 35% more critical damage. Then we put 5 points into distribution function, shield restores of 30% damage dealt. And then for the abilities, we are using group study. And this gives us 25% gun damage per activation, 10% fire rate per activation, 10% reload speed per activation. Duration rate is 25% per activation. Action skill duration is 28 seconds. Action skill cooldown is 32 seconds. And then we're using nuclear winter, which gives us bonus crowd of damage of 25% damage dealt and bonus radiation of 25% damage dealt. Bonus damage duration. And then we got 20 points into Survivor, which we were using bullets are scared of me, so we're damage reduction when shields are full. 30% damage reduction, which is really nice for survivability. Then we're using the best defense. The damage is increased, damage dealt on the fullness, shield, or health, whichever has higher maximum capacity. Then we're using Riddle this, because it gives us 1% gun damage per stack. Max stacks 50%. And then we are using Bullet Train. The Vault Hunter can now hip fire while sprinting and gain gun damage the faster they move. We're just using this for extra gun damage. We really don't move that fast. But it is very, very nice, though, to have the extra gun damage. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe and a comment down below what you think about this build. And peace out.